Rotary friends and neighbors, it's DG Linda. I love October as the seasons change. The air smells so good. We're going to be cruising around northern Washington and the Idaho Panhandle all month, enjoying the changing colors. I expect we're going to need to be digging out sweaters and jackets too. In October, Rotary celebrates economic and community development. Did you know nearly 1.4 billion employed people live on less than $1.25 a day? 1.4 billion employed people living on less than $1.25 a day. Rotarians promote economic and community development and reduce poverty in underserved communities through training, better paying jobs, access to financial management institutions. We provide equipment for vocational training. We strengthen entrepreneurs, particularly women, in impoverished community. I found a guide that Rotary developed, and it's online. It's an economic and community development project strategies. You can find it. It talks about assessing and responding to community needs, youth unemployment, obstacles to entrepreneurship, barriers to agricultural opportunities, and lack of resources to address extreme poverty. If your club would like to work in this arena, this guide would be a very good place to start. I want to share a story about Rotarian Rick Burns from the Rotary Club of Atlantic, Iowa. One person can move mountains. Rick is retired from the U.S. Army, and he's helped people in Afghanistan and Iraq since 2003. He's seen what happens when good intentions go awry. For example, there was an initiative in Afghanistan to help fruit exporters become profitable, so they built cold storage facilities. No one considered the spotty electricity in the country, and the cold storage facilities wouldn't stay cold. They couldn't maintain them. He's seen vocational training teams go out and work with unskilled workers, only to discover there were no jobs in the area waiting for them with the skills that they had trained them in. We've all heard of wells failing because there was no plan for maintenance. Rick forms partnerships in Afghanistan and Iraq, and he started with a conference that he organized in Elkhorn, Iowa for 30 nonprofits working in those two countries. My favorite project he did involved goats and $1,000 from his club. 15 women received 2 goats each. The goats provided an income from the sale of their milk and provided food for their families. They also purchased 10 goats for breeding to ensure the project's sustainability. The first offspring of the donated animals was given to another needy family. Goats are perfect for arid lands. They thrive on vegetation that other animals won't touch. So Heifer International declined to work in those countries. Rick entered into a partnership with a nonprofit called Shindad Women's Social Foundation, which was formed to empower women. One guy can move mountains, and so can you. We see what you do through grants supported by our district designated funds. Computer labs in Mexico and Honduras, support to your local food banks, a Kenya project to rebuild a school dorm that was the target of arson, park projects locally and internationally, bathroom and septics for schools in Belize, and more. Thank you. As you're considering what to support in your community and the world, look toward economic and community development opportunities. Have a great month. Be safe. Be well.